Can you manipulate your technique to specifically target either your quads or glutes while doing exactly the same exercise, such as split squats or step-ups? Yes, you can. Simply put, the more knee flexion you have and the more upright your torso is, the more you will target your quads. On the other hand, the less knee flexion and the more torso lean you have, the more you will work your glutes. But to understand this in more detail, we need to learn about the moment arm, which will eventually determine how much force is placed on different joints. In our case, the knee or hip. The further we get the load from a certain joint, the more we have to lift. The simplest example to illustrate this concept would be a lateral raise exercise. If I give you a weight to lift and you holding it in your hands with your arms straight, it would feel much heavier compared to doing the exactly same exercise with the exact same weight but with your arms bent. Frankly, the best way it would be to have the load on the elbow, but I didn't have a way to hook the dumbbell there. So if we draw a straight line to illustrate the load, in the first example we can see that the moment arm is almost twice the length, therefore increasing the resistance put on muscles almost twice. If we draw the same lines to illustrate the resistance on different joints during, for example, a split squat, we can see that during the heel elevated, torso upright, knee flexion variation, the moment arm is longer from the knee joint compared to the hip joint. And when we look at the glute dominant variation, with more torso lean, less knee flexion and more hip hinge, we can see that the moment arm is longer from the hips and much shorter to the knee. The same thing we could apply to step ups or step downs. On this variation, we would distribute the load between both joints almost equally, but on this variation, with a very pronounced forward lean, we would recruit the glutes more significantly.